when you're out of the division?
Yeah, I don't know. It's kind of tough, man. Like, our division is fucking tough again. Like, it's never no break. It's always three good teams in our division, it seems like. Like, Pittsburgh, I'm not counting out Pittsburgh. You got Roethlisberger. Yeah, you got Mike Tomlin.
They're innocent until proven guilty. Like that type of joint, you know what I mean?
And then they still got the talent. James Conner balled out. Juju, he's going to be the number one. We'll see how he handles that.
Yeah, they did get who was that? What receiver? Moncrief is there two.
Okay.
Moncrief, he didn't do jack shit in Jacksonville, but he didn't have a quarterback as great as Ben Roethlisberger either. So
yeah,
Moncrief is a talented middle of the pack receiver.
Yeah,
solid number two though. I'll give him that. Solid number two.
So we'll see. Pittsburgh, I'm never counting out. Cleveland they gotta prove that they're really worth the hype before
they're guilty until proven innocent.
Right.
Like, that's the other way around. Like, I'm sorry. Like,
yeah, they got all the talent in the world.
Yeah. And I agree with the storylines and all that stuff. It makes sense. It sounds good.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, they were dog shit terrible against playoff teams last year. I understand they did get an elite receiver. I understand they do got a couple different looks here or there, but I'm not gonna say they're still Cleveland, so they're still gonna be 4-12 or something disrespectful. But
yeah, they gotta show me. I didn't see their full schedule. I'm gonna take a look at that eventually. But yeah, we'll see what happens with Cleveland. Cincinnati's gonna be shit. Andy Dalton,
because they paying Andy Dalton all that damn money.
Yeah, he
trash.
He fucking sucks.
I don't know how he fleeced them for that $100 million contract. To this day, I can't figure that out.
That's what quarterbacks do, man. Tannehill got 100.
Fleeced. Tannehill ain't get no 100.
Tannehill got 100, man, before he got cut. It's one of those 100s that you can get out of, though. Like, they had like an escape clause.
Wow.
Because they knew. They just knew. Like, Kaepernick got 100 before they cut him. It's certain things. They just throw those escape clauses in there. Yo, I gotta.
He signed a 4-year, $77 million contract. He ain't get 100.
All right, basically 100. That's 100.
It's close enough.
Right, that's crazy. I was thinking about the other day. This is random.
Okay.
So I was like the Antonio Brown shit that was going on with him and Juju and over the offseason, and then Odell Beckham being traded and Julio being quiet and wanting to get his money. I was thinking like, yo, there's always like those three elite receivers that we're always comparing. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So like, it's funny how it lines up to me. I was thinking like these three elite receivers reminds me of the three elite receivers back in like the middle 2000s. And then, there's always those other receivers like, that you sprinkle in. So like the consensus three elite receivers in like the middle 2000s, and see if you agree with me here, was Randy Moss,
mm-hmm.
Terrell Owens,
mm-hmm.
and Marvin Harrison.
Mm-hmm.
And then like I compare them to like the three elite receivers that we have right now, and then not counting Hopkins because I think he's up there too.
Yeah, Hopkins is. Hopkins is 3.
But like
my opinion,
Julio Jones, Odell Beckham, and Antonio Brown, in which like Antonio Brown is like to me like the new age T.O., where he just like just can't get along with teammates. You know what I'm saying? Forced his way out of the team. Like T.O. forced his way out of San Francisco, and then also the Eagles, and then like Antonio Brown just forced his way out of Pittsburgh. Randy Moss is like Odell Beckham, where they get like a ton of flack in the media, but like you talk to their teammates and then everybody loves them on the team. Like you never heard anything bad about Odell Beckham, but it seems like he is always like being portrayed as a bad guy in the media, but then ultimately got traded. And then Randy Moss did have some fucking fucked up situations in Minnesota before he moved on to Oakland and then to the Patriots.
Yeah, he did.
And then like Julio Jones is like Marvin Harrison, where you never hear nothing about him. He just goes out and puts in work. Like Marvin Harrison, like out of all three of those, he was putting up the best numbers. Honestly, he had the better quarterback out of all of them. And you could probably say the same about Julio as well. He probably had the better quarterback. Well, Roethlisberger probably better than Matt Ryan.
Yeah.
But you know what I'm saying though?
Career wise, yeah.
I just like a random thought of mine. But
I'm okay with that. That works out.
yeah, I hope Julio gets his money too.
Yeah, I don't, but it is what it is. I'm a Falcons fan.
Yeah, speaking from your fanhood, you don't. I get it.
Like it just don't make sense. We got other needs, and paying $20 million to a receiver who doesn't calculate that much in the win loss really doesn't make sense to me. But
and then Hopkins, gotta put respect on his name. He's a fucking beast.
Yo, Nuke that dude, man.
He is. He a beast.
Nuke the biggest. Nuke the best not talked about receiver ever. Yo, for real. Like it's crazy, dude. Like
you think so?
Because he be talked about like maybe top 5. And I'd be like, yo, Nuke is probably the third best, maybe the second best receiver in the league.
What about...
I might take Nuke over my man Julio Jones on some days.
Let me throw a name out here for you because you really don't hear his name being talked about. He just signed an extension, Adam Thielen.
What about him?
He don't get talked about a lot, but he been putting
What did he do 2 years ago? Not last year. What did he do 2 years ago?
He's been putting up consistent 1,000-yard seasons for like the last 4 or 5 years. I'm about to look up his numbers. He's been that dude, man. He's been nice.
But he wasn't even the best receiver on his team.
He might be.
He wasn't.
He. I mean, what you talking like in terms of what?
Like, he not the best. Shit, motherfucker.
You look at his numbers, and you're a numbers guy. Like anytime we talk, you bring up numbers. He has been their best receiver. Like not even close.
You trying to find it. You don't even know yet.
So Adam Thielen career stats. All right, so last 3 years. 2016, he has 69 catches, 967 yards, 5 touchdowns. Last year, or 2017, 91 catches, 1,276 yards, 4 touchdowns. And then last year, 113 catches, 1,373 yards, and 9 touchdowns. You think what? Stephon Diggs is the best receiver?
Yeah.
All right, let's look up Diggs.
Stephon Diggs is the most explosive receiver they got. I mean, last year he wasn't talked about, but he had 102 catches for over 1,000 yards and 9 touchdowns.
So Stephon over the last 3 years, 84 catches, 903 yards, 3 touchdowns. 2017, 64 for 849, 8 touchdowns. And then last year, 102 for 1,009 touchdowns.
Mm-hmm.
Who's their number one?
Stephon Diggs.
You think so?
Stephon Diggs. They realistically, I'll say this. Realistically, they have 2 number 1 receivers, but which is rare in today's NFL to have 2 legitimate number 1 receivers. But I'd take Diggs over Thielen because I want the guy. Now it's okay to have consistency over the big play, but I'd rather take the big play guy at receiver over the consistent guy. That's just my thing.
It's a tough one for me.
That's legitimate coin flip. That's not a definitive answer.
Thielen been balling, man. He been balling. That's all about I got. You got anything else for us? You been watching like hockey playoffs or anything?
I haven't really been watching like that, but Tampa Bay Lightning were the first team to win the President's Trophy and get swept in the first round.
Yeah, I seen that.
Mm-hmm.
that's tough.
We need a trash button. Trash. Because them motherfuckers suck for that. They legit got some of the best players in the NHL, and they legit got swept. That's if people don't understand matchups and how big of a factor matchups are in playoffs, period, that is where you need to start at, because that was just a matchup nightmare for them. It's not that they were the hands down definitive like overall better, but that was a bad matchup for Tampa Bay.
Styles make fights, and bad. You get a bad matchup, anybody can lose.
Cristiano Ronaldo and Juventus lost to Ajax. They're out of the Champions League. Barcelona moved on. I think they're facing Liverpool. Lionel Messi. God damn, I'm drunk. Messi was the player of the week last week. Lionel Messi. Damn. Yeah. Why couldn't I figure that word out? I was struggling.
Lionel Messi.
Yeah. Right. Trash. Trash button.
I might have made that a sound bite. That's funny as trash.
Outside of that, I don't got nothing for any other sports though. I think I'm done. I had something for our wrestling fans, but I'll wait till next week.
Okay, I think we'll wrap it up here. Yeah, we'll wrap it up here. That was a good show. I couldn't think of nothing else. I think I covered my whole list of what I wanted to talk about. All right, cool. So if you're listening to the show, it'd be greatly appreciated if you like our Facebook page, Sports Your Enthusiasm Podcast, Sports Podcast. Like us on Twitter. Follow us on Twitter at SYE Pod. Email us, I should say. Sports Your Enthusiasm Podcast at gmail.com. You have to get an email. Still wait for that email. Somebody got to send me an email. I don't even care. Just give me one.
Hey, guess what? Trash.
Extra trash. Like, damn, nobody want to email me, huh? That's all right. I respect it. We getting some followers though. I like it, man.
We appreciate y'all. Man.
Yeah, always.
100%.
Always do. Other than that, you know these saying, make sure you drink more water. And we're gonna wrap it up with that. What?
All right.
What
was all that?
Make sure you drink more water.
Right.
Yeah.
Was it because I said something about wrestling?
No.
Sound like some wrestling stuff. Sound like you're going to fight somebody, you're going to bop them over the head with a liter of water.
I just want to make sure people drinking their water out there, man. It's about to be summertime. It's about to get hot. I don't want people being dehydrated.
That is true. Dehydration is a real thing.
Yeah, it cleans your skin. It makes you feel better. They cut out the pop, cut out the juice, drink more water. You're going to feel 10 times better.
Yeah, and for others, soda.
Or yeah, soda, pop, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah, some people don't know what that is.
Yeah, cut it out and then drink more water. I guarantee you'll feel 10 times better. Trust me on this one. Hashtag drink more water.
And you won't feel trash.
We're going to wrap it up there. Y'all take care.